Hi, first grade friends, Miss Smalls here, and let's jump right into our reading lesson for today. Today we're going to be talking about the point of view. The point of view is who is telling the story. So sometimes when you listen to a story or you read a story, it is either going to be told from the first person point of view or the third person point of view. So let's take a look at the first person point of view. So here, if the story is being told in the first person point of view, one of the characters is telling the story. And that character would use clue words such as I, my, me, we, or our. Other times, the story may be told in the third person point of view. And this is when the story is told by the author or the narrator. And they will use clue words such as he, she, they, them, their, his, him, or her. So today, friends, I'm going to read a story to you. And as I'm reading the story to you, I want us to listen for clue words to help us decide the point of view of this story. If it's being told by a character, or if it's being told by a narrator or the author. All right, so on to our story. So I chose one of my favorite books, and it is called The Day the Crayons Quit. It is written by Drew Daywalt, and the illustrator is Oliver Jeffers. So let's take a look. And remember, as I'm reading the story to you, we are listening for important clue words to help us decide if the story is being told by a character or if the story is being told by the narrator or author. Let's get started. One day in class, Duncan went to take out his crayons and found a stack of letters with his name on them. To Duncan. Hey, Duncan, it's me, Red Crayon. We need to talk. You make me work harder than any of your other crayons. All year long, I wear myself out coloring fire engines, apples, strawberries, and everything else that's red. I even work on holidays. I have to color all the Santas at Christmas and all the hearts on Valentine's Day. I need a rest. Your overworked friend, Red Crayon. All right, boys and girls, as I was reading this story to you, I'm going to point out some clue words that I heard while I was reading. Here, it's me. We need to talk. You make me work harder than any other crayons. I wear myself out. I. Okay, so a lot of clues here. Let's keep reading to see if we can find some more clues. Dear Duncan, all right, listen. I love that I'm your favorite crayon for grapes, dragons, and wizard hats, but it makes me crazy that so much of my gorgeous color goes outside the lines. If you don't start coloring inside the lines soon, I'm going to completely lose it. Your very neat friend, Purple Crayon. All right, clue time. I, me. All right, so let's keep going. Dear Duncan, I'm tired of being called light brown or dark tan because I am neither. I am beige and I am proud. I'm also tired of being second place to Mr. Brown Crayon. It's not fair that Brown gets all the bears, ponies, and puppies, while the only thing I get are turkey dinners, if I'm lucky, and wheat. And let's be honest, when was the last time you saw a kid excited about coloring wheat? Your beige friend, Beige Crayon. Okay, let's take a look at our clues. I, I, I again. So I think, and tell me if you guys are thinking the same thing, I think that this story is being told from the first person point of view where the character is telling the story. And right now, some of our characters are the crayons. They are telling the story from their point of view, what they are thinking. And they are telling Duncan how they feel. At the end of the story, you have an activity to do today. And in that activity, you're going to take a look at two crayons and you're going to decide their point of view, what they're trying to tell Duncan in the story. I'm going to show an example of what that's going to look like for you. So here on my chart I've created for you, it shows I chose the red crayon. Oops, and I forgot to write here that I also chose the blue crayon. Sorry about that. So I wrote here what the red crayon is trying to tell Duncan. He's trying to tell him, you make me work harder than any other crayon. And then I added another note that says, I need a rest. Okay? The second crayon I chose was blue crayon. And he said, good news. It's been great being your favorite crayon. Bad news. I'm so short and stubby. I need a break. All right, so this is exactly what you're going to do after I finish this part of the lesson with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue reading some more of the story. And as I'm reading more of the story, I want you to be listening and thinking about what two characters you want to write about and what it is they are trying to tell Duncan. So let's read a little bit more. Dear Duncan, Gray Crayon here. You're killing me. I know you love elephants, and I know that elephants are gray, but that's a lot of space to color in all by myself. And don't even get me started on your rhinos, hippos, and humpback whales. You know how tired I am after handling one of those things? Such big animals. Baby penguins are gray, you know. So are very tiny rocks. Pebbles, how about one of those once in a while to give me a break? Your very tired friend, Gray Crayon. Dear Duncan, you colored with me, but why? Most of the time, I'm the same color as the page you're using me on, white. If I didn't have a black outline, you wouldn't even know I was there. I'm not even in the rainbow. I'm only used to color snow or to fill in empty space between other things. And it leaves me feeling, well, empty. We need to talk. Your empty friend, White Crayon. And here I see White Crayon is using those clue words, me and I. I spotted them again. Hi, Duncan. I hate being used to draw the outline of things that are colored in by other colors, all of which think they're brighter than me. It's not fair when you use me to draw a nice beach ball and then fill in the colors of the ball with all the other crayons. How about a black beach ball sometimes? Is that too much to ask? Your friend, Black Crayon. I think these crayons are fed up. Dear Duncan, as Green Crayon, I'm writing for two reasons. One is to say that I like my workloads of crocodiles, trees, dinosaurs, and frogs. I have no problems and wish to congratulate you on a very successful coloring things green career so far. The second reason I write is for my friends Yellow Crayon and Orange Crayon, who are no longer speaking to each other. Both crayons feel they should be the color of the sun. Please settle this soon because they're driving the rest of us crazy. Your happy friend, Green Crayon. All right, friends, I'm going to read one more page. Dear Duncan, Yellow Crayon here. I need you to tell Orange Crayon that I am the color of the sun. I will tell him, but we are no longer speaking. And I can prove I'm the color of the sun too. Last Tuesday, you used me to color in the sun on your Happy Farm coloring book. In case you've forgotten, it's on page 7. You can't miss me. I'm thinking down brightly on a field of yellow corn. Your pal and true color of the sun, Yellow Crayon. All right, so let's do a quick review of today's lesson, which is point of view. And we said point of view is simply who is telling the story. It can be told from first person or third person. If it's being told by the first person point of view, this is when a character is telling a story. And in our story, it was definitely told in the first person point of view because the crayons were the characters and they were using those clue words that we talked about: I, me, we, my, and our. Also, a story could be told from the third person point of view. The author or narrator is telling the story. The clue words you would hear there are he, she, they, them, their, his, him, or her. All right, friends, so after this, you will work on your T-chart that shows the two characters that you choose, and you're going to tell how they are feeling towards Duncan. All right, friends, enjoy.